Spent so long just waiting around to die. Resolved to stop myself from asking why. A race is nearly run, I'll be damned for what I've done. Guess I let a good life pass me by. I've been many things lots of folks might say. Walked all the roads that lead a man astray. I'm a sinner and a saint, honest man and reprobate. Boss says it's time and then leads me away.
Welcome back to BuzzMoncton.com. We have such a treat for you today. We're talking with Jason Haywood, one of the better-known singer-songwriters from our area. He's been involved in many different projects, of course, over the years, bands, solos, duos, trios. He does it all. So welcome to Buzz Moncton, Jason.
Thanks.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
You're very heavily influenced by the Johnny Cash sound, that kind of outlaw movement dating back to the 60s. Yep. What was it about that really caught your ear, that sunk in?
Well, I always loved the fact that Johnny Cash was very uncompromising. He always did records that were very, he didn't follow any certain trend. He'd put out a gospel album, he'd put out a concept album. You know, he didn't really care what was happening. He followed his heart, and you know, he was outlaw before the outlaw movement started, really. So
when did you start your songwriting process, would you say?
I think my first attempt, I was 16. I actually wrote my first full song when I was 16, and my first band called the Vickers. We were very Smiths influenced. We played that live and got a good response out of that, so it kind of encouraged me to keep going.
So always a rebel. But that evolved.
Always something.
Yeah, well, you know, that evolved. You've done tributes for a long time of those great artists. Are you still into that?
Not so much now. I mean, I'm going to be playing some cover songs tonight, mainly because I don't have enough new songs to round out an entire show, but that's going to change over the next 6 months because I've got about 24 songs in the works right now. But yeah, I don't do the tributes anymore, but they were fun while I was doing them, for sure.
So with so many songs in a catalog that you're preparing for another project, you say you've got 24. How do you whittle it down?
That's the challenge. You have to basically pick the ones that are going to fit the theme of the record the best, and the record is going to be an album of murder ballads and disaster songs, and that kind of tradition. Hank Williams and people like that did it. It goes back to like Scottish folk music, really. Like those songs have been around forever.
There's a real romance that I personally don't get about that, but I know a lot of people have a really strong appreciation for that type of...
Yeah, it's their glimpse into the other side, the dark side of life, and without actually having to go there, they can see another side. And and for people like, there's some songs that have kind of a more, I guess for lack of a better word, more of a haunted, ghostly element to them too. So not that it's supernatural, but you know what I mean? It deals with some spiritual aspects of life as well.
Oh, really interesting. So I guess that's what I was going to ask you where you go, to find the content to write this, the lyrics to stuff like that. I guess you might have partially answered that.
They were just stories that I'd come up with. Some of them actually are short stories that I'm working on as well for another component of this record. I'm going to do a few. Well, I'm not sure if I'll do all of the songs, but I might do a few of them as audiobooks to go along with the record, just to give the listener something more to immerse themselves into the whole idea of the record.
So from this point forward, I'm getting that you're going to focus mainly on Jason Haywood, the solo performer. Would that be correct for the next so many months?
That would be correct. Yeah. Right now, I'm just mainly in the writing mode and just trying to get the financial aspects of getting an album made, which is always a challenge. But I've always managed to get it together. So just basically trying to get all that together so I can make a good immersive experience for the listener.
Absolutely. Is it a self-produced project? Are you working with anybody on this?
I'm going to hopefully be working with Dale Murray out of Nova Scotia on this one. He's produced a lot of really great records, and I played him some of the demos, and he was pretty excited to get his hands on the material so he can help me shape it and make it what we talked about it at length, and he thinks he can help me get the vision that I have in my head. So
Okay, pretty good. So distribution will be easy.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. We're really going to look forward to that. Do you have a working title that we can kind of keep an eye on when we see it pop up in our news feeds?
Unfortunately, no, but I do have a song, probably the song that I'll give you to play for this, called Clara Lee. It's pretty much a classic murder ballad. So
A classic murder ballad.
hopefully, yeah.
We'll be all over that.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right.
Thanks again, Jason.
Thanks, Terry.
A real pleasure.
Okay.
All
Thank you.
right. For Jason, I'm Terry P. Thanks for joining us on BuzzMoncton.com. Visit our archives page for all the other great interviews, and of course our Buzz TV for the videos, and lots of things going on here at BuzzTV.com. So come back, visit often. Thanks.
I did my time, now what's it matter if I live or die? Sorry, there ain't no good reason why. Was hoping for reprieve in this prison of Greystone. The longest walk I have to make alone. Was hoping for reprieve in this prison of Greystone. The longest walk I have to make alone.